Further to our series of videos, this is a quick overview of some inheritance tax planning we have completed for our clients. We have anonymised all of the data, but this was a real life case. For those of you who haven't seen the planning in action before, I will briefly summarise this page. It ultimately shows all of the different inputs that we have completed for this client family, their current income sources, their different assets, and in this instance were quite varied and ranged over all types of different investments and savings, their property, both UK and overseas, and then again these clients had a range of different styles of pensions. We had an overall spending requirement of approximately £84,000 to £85,000 net per annum. Building this, it was clear the clients had a net worth of just over £5 million and that there would never be any spending worries or queries for them, shown by the fact that each of the columns in this picture are fully satisfied and hence all blue. To briefly show that, we can look where this income is coming from. So the black line shows the total income need required, and the red is the shortfall. We can see that this is completed by employment income early on. We know state pensions that are going to kick in. We have a core level of other income coming in from their loans. We then have the drawdown pension, which is mostly coming from the SAS, some small other money purchases, and then their savings and investments or any kind of estate values. So a nice clean picture with a really solid looking overview and looking at their net worth, something that only grows over time as they are growing their assets faster than they are spending them. Nevertheless, these clients came to us to understand their inheritance tax position, and whilst these reports are often quite bland and boring, we can show how the current picture looks compared to our estate planning in force, which is another scenario that we have built. And what the system will do is run these two plans against each other, one if they stay as they are, and the alternative if we implement Becketts planning. Removing this, we can see that the red line is the base plan, is just them continuing with their normal life as they are, and we can see that inheritance tax liability increasing over time, whereas the purple plan shows our planning in force. Now, with inheritance tax planning, it's very difficult to completely remove IHT for high net worth individuals, but we can put a cap on it and we can manage it. The reporting and advice position here, as well as creating any structures, came to around about £10,000, and you can see that within a very short period of time the clients are hundreds of £1,000s better off. If we pick an average age, let's say around about 86 for the husband, had they continued there would have been a tax liability of around about 3 million, whereas with the planning in force, and this is the starting point of the planning, this is reduced to 1 million just over, and therefore saved the clients over £2 million in tax. So this is a really good way to be able to visualize how actions and sometimes small things implemented over here have great results over the long term. Thank you, and if you want to talk through your inheritance tax planning with Becketts, we'd be delighted to speak to you, and please contact us on the info@beckettsfs.co.uk email address. Thank you very much.